This is coming from, we know who the biggest deceiver in the world is. We know who that is. Y'all already know before I even say it right now. Esau, the so-called white man. Why in the hell? Here I'm gonna speak across the globe, but I never start a video off by stating who are the originators of lying? The colonizers. Because our people before the colonization and all that type of stuff, when the Indians, natives were here they was just chilling, minding their own business, they wasn't bothering nobody until the so-called white man came in there. Now, let me speak across the board. A damn liar? Why would I mess with somebody or go out of my way calling somebody who did not break their fucking neck to hit me up? Why would I fuck with somebody like that? You shouldn't either. If you really express the truth, it would make no sense. Because as my mother and grandmother and father always would say, if you lie, you'll do any damn thing. If you lie, your ass will do any damn thing. You'll do anything if you're a liar. Why would I even waste my time? I don't even like even wasting my time even dealing with somebody like that. Because if somebody willing to do something, they're gonna make an option and they're gonna make time to do it. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna make time to do it. It ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. You don't have to hit nobody up. Same thing with a relationship. If somebody is really fucking with you or messing with you like that, you ain't gonna have to be fighting and hitting nobody up and all that kind of stuff. It's just gonna we just gonna naturally connect. It's just gonna be a natural thing. It ain't gonna be nothing. Anything you got to force to be, it ain't it. Anything that you got to force to be, it ain't it. If it's a force, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. You got to be willing to be truthful to me as well as I am to you. If you, and this ain't got to be no, it can just be just a father, son, or any type of relationship that you do, whether it's a person that you call a close friend, whether it's a person that's just somebody that you just cool and you just, y'all hang out with and y'all do some shit together, like whatever, like chill, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If that person, like my mother used to say her daddy used to say all the time. He died in 2007. Say your word is your bond. If you ain't got no word, you ain't shit. Simple as that. And I stand on that too. Because being truthful and keeping it real, that was something that was very strong on my father's side and on my mother's side. They believe, it's one thing I can say, they didn't take no shit and they didn't believe in taking no shit off nobody. If something wasn't right, if you was a liar, if you was whatever, they called it out for what it was. It wasn't no ifs, ands, and whatever. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's either you it or you ain't. Simple as that. If you're a liar, you're a liar. Don't try to fix it and try to say yeah. If you're a liar, you're a fucking liar. I can't stand a liar. You can tell by the way I'm talking. I'm turned up already. I don't like a liar. I can't stand a liar. And you wonder why. That's why the Most High said in Revelation, I'm going to find them scriptures and I'm going to read. It says, all liars and all sorcerer, witchcraft, all that shit is going to have their part in the link which burns with fire and brimstone. That's talking about the thermonuclear weapons. These nations fighting against, how they going to come against America. That's all. That's what that's talking about. But I can't stand a liar. I don't like lying because I don't believe in doing it. And if you keeping it real with me, I'm going to keep it real with you. If you go around you ain't keeping it real with me. You just saying some shit and you know you ain't gonna live up to that shit. Don't tell me that shit. Don't say that shit if you don't mean that shit. And that's what I'm gonna start. I mean, it's like I listen to people, man, but I be saying to myself, shut the fuck up. That's what I be saying. I don't want to be rude, but I want to tell this motherfucker this person's so bad. You know what I mean? Like, would you just shut up? You know what I mean? You just getting on everybody's nerve with this stupid shit. At this point, it's getting just it's the whole program is just sickening and tired. You know what I mean? Tell the truth. If you can't, come on, man. Just tell the truth, man. If you really for the Most High, the God of Yah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you gonna be truthful, bro. And that's what I tried to be, man. I ain't trying to like throw shade at nobody or none of that. But and I'm still doing everything in my power is to get better within myself, you know? Tell me how it makes you feel if somebody lied to you. As a brother, I'm talking about a brother. I ain't talking about no damn Edomites and all of them. Because we know by nature they just natural liars. When they pull you over. The video I did a bit. I think I'm gonna put a video over here like that too. I think I gotta post that video, but I think I'm gonna redo one. They had this so-called white police officer pull this woman over because he claimed she was speeding. And to make the long story short, I'm gonna talk about how he went and after he left the scene of pulling the woman over, gave her registration back and gave her what you call that? He gave her some kind of assaultation. I think I'm saying it right. Assaultation is to go and get a ticket, like go get it paid, like you was speed. After he left, he cut the body camera on him, and he took whatever the fuck that was, shot that black. She was a judge, but he didn't know that. But somehow he was jealous, say, "Oh, it's a nice car and all this kind of stuff." I might put the video in the link and let y'all go see it. The so-called white man took, and when you look, I think I'm gonna have to do a reaction video to it. He put his hand over the camera, or put dark in the camera, like kind of red, black, and he took and he shot her tail light out and told her she needed to go get a tail light done. You know how a lot of them do? They try to plant drugs on a lot of our people and stuff like that. They'll plant stuff on you. Because our brother, him being in the system, he know how. He said they'll do. He said, "I'm man, they dirty, man. They'll plant stuff on you." And I understand that they'll do that. And he took and shot this woman's tail light out of her car. I said, "Look at this dirty demon devil here." And you wonder why we call the white man, so-called white man, the enemy. I'm gonna talk some more on that. That's what he did. I say, look at this dirty Dirty ain't the word for them. Demon. That's what they are. Our people just sold out to the enemy. Hmm. Our people just sold out to the enemy. Oh, how you doing? All right, I'm doing good. Yeah. I think I got a question. I had to mute it for a moment because I guess I was, you know. No, let me go. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.